Been doing van life for over a year and a half now. Van Life UK is over 100% this morning.
It's over, it's all over, and we have new beginnings.
Whatever you're thinking in your head about van lifing in the UK, it's completely different.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who have spent the last year and a half doing full-time van life in the UK and the last 7 months doing a circular route of mainland Britain. It's been a hell of an adventure, but now, unfortunately, van life in the UK is coming to an end for us. It's been a roller coaster ride as we have travelled and vlogged the whole journey and moved on to a different location every day. We have faced some real challenges along the way, from buying our first van, condensation issues, struggles keeping warm, gas shortages, nightmare Christmas days, finding park-ups, finding water, sleep deprivation, buying our second campervan conversion, and constantly adapting to life on the road in Britain. It's time to face the music and start a new chapter in our life, but first we have to end this one. So please join us for one last adventure in the UK, in Morgan, our removals truck campervan.
Welcome back to the channel. We are in the Midlands. Just said goodbye to my dad and his partner, and we are now heading south. This is it. This is the end of our coastal journey of mainland Britain, the majority of mainland Britain. We are heading to the south coast to do the last leg of the journey right now, and then van life UK as we know it is over, at least for now anyway. We are going to Europe. That's what we're doing. We are now heading towards the ferry terminal as well, so it all ties in really nicely. Head to the south coast, travel to the ferry terminal. It'll be the end of van life in the UK, and it'll be the end of our mainland Britain coastal route that we've really had the most amazing time doing over the last 7 months. So we are heading right now to one of our favourite park-ups that we've had over the last year and a half of doing van life in the UK, and we can't wait to show you. Let's go.
We headed off, this time to begin our very last leg of our British coastal trip, picking things up at one of our favourite park-ups in Dorset. We arrived in the rain late at night, so went straight to bed.
When the sky is falling down and the clouds get in your eye, I'll be a gold mine. When your world ain't going right and the struggle dims your shine, I'll be a gold mine.
Good morning from Chesil Beach. This is the causeway linking the mainland, Weymouth, which is just down the road there, to the Isle of Portland. You might have heard of Portland Bill, the lighthouse. That's exactly where we are right now. It's a really good park up. It's one of our favourites. That's why we've come back. What happens here is you've got, on the other side of this huge mound, as you would have seen, there's the sea, and you can't swim in it unfortunately because it's got a very steep drop off. And then this huge, I think it's the largest shingle beach in the UK, or one of them, goes on for miles. On this side of it, you've got, on the other side of the road, you've got like a lagoon that you can do water sports in, just over there. And here it creates, because of the sort of the flooding and the marshland and all the rest of it, it's sort of like a little mini oasis in this big empty car park. It's so good. It's such a good park up. £6 for 24 hours, I believe. There's a cafe at the other end of the car park with toilets. There's a chippy nearby. Half the menu's plant-based, which obviously is brilliant for us, and it's award-winning. The Isle of Portland is really good if you like beaches and climbing, and of course Portland Bill, the lighthouse. Weymouth is just a short drive away, and there's a beach bar just across the road as well that we know celebrities go into, including David Beckham, Guy Ritchie, and all the rest of it. It's a really really good area. We're sharing one of our secret spots with you guys, so if you're in Dorset, it's well worth checking out. Right now we are going to head eastwards towards the ferry. We're going to really soak up our last couple of days doing van life in the UK before it's over. I've got to get the van European friendly, putting the stickers on and stuff like that as well, so I'll show you what we've got for that, and onwards we must go.
Road trip ahead, we set off along the coast to the quirky city of Brighton.
I'm so sick of driving like this. You set off sort of earlier in the day and you think, oh, I'll be there in a couple of hours, and then loads of traffic happens and you spend the whole day in the vehicle. It does my absolute head in.
There is currently light traffic on your route.
I was just about to say, yes, there is definitely traffic on our route. It's been a bit of a nightmare journey, to tell you the truth, but we're so close to Brighton now. We should get there shortly, and then we're going to properly stretch our legs, because this has been a nightmare journey for our last day or two in the UK. Finally, getting through the traffic, we made it to the beautiful city of Brighton. We parked up along the coast, which was at a slight angle. What a journey that was! Oh my god! I'm so pleased we're here though. We're back in Brighton after all this time of not being here. It's got a place in my heart, Brighton has, so I'm so pleased we're back. Do you think it's alright, Liam? It's really wonky. Look at it from this angle.
Should be fine.
Okay.
It does look proper dodgy, doesn't it?
It looks proper dodgy.
But there's no, if I come back further, it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it all the way along this road.
It should be fine.
Liam gave the van the classic push test, and we decided it should be fine, so headed off.
Okay, wow, it's good to get out of the vehicle and stretch our legs. That was horrendous. Oh my word, I've forgotten that the south coast of the UK, of England, sorry, is just a nightmare for driving along. And I knew it as well, I just forgot about it. Anyway, we're here now, we're in Brighton, and this is familiar territory for Janine and I, because we lived here for 5 years before we did van life. We've been doing van life for over a year and a half now, and Brighton is where we lived before that, or near Brighton. Anyway, it just so happens, coincidentally, that this is also close to the place where we're leaving to catch the ferry, and it also marks the end of our coastal loop around mainland Britain that we've been doing for the last 7 months in Morgan. And I've gotten out of that vehicle and I wanted to celebrate, do something that I know that we're not going to get probably when we go to Europe. And I've got to cross it off the list. I've just been thinking about it for the whole journey. So we're heading right now to go and get some fish and chips to have on the beach. Plant-based fish and chips, obviously. And then we've got some other stuff that we need to do before we leave Britain. We've got last-minute checks, making our vehicle follow the European regulations. We've got to find park-ups. We've got to see people. There's all sorts of stuff, and then we've got to catch the ferry. That's in less than 2 days, so we're against it, but we're going to also enjoy ourselves as well.
We made our way into Brighton to tick off the fish and chips from the list. Brighton is a lovely city right on the coast with a huge pebble beach and a stunning pier. In the town are the infamous lanes running through it with many small unique shops and cafes. The vibe is very alternative. We always get a bubble tea when we visit Brighton. We also grabbed a couple of new mugs for the van before heading to the fish and chip shop.
Okay, so this is no catch, plant-based fish and chip shop, so it's all made of plants. We've never eaten here before. We've come close many times, but we haven't eaten here yet, so this is going to be like a proper treat. Yeah, they do all sorts in it. It's quite a thing, really. They do all sorts. I think they do cod, haddock, shrimps, calamari, all plant-based. Let's go and look anyway.
One for the resting, for the adjusting, one for the tired hands. One for the letdowns, all thanks to this old town. One for the shattered plans. You know the time has come for breaking some new ground. I'll let you drive, so we will stare at views.
So Liam's just opened the cod. I am opening the haddock now. See what that's like. It's exactly the same as the cod, but I'm sure it tastes lovely. The chips, my god, the chips are epic. Look at that, that looks really good. Good, isn't it?
They're really good chips.
Let's run through the night. We'll keep on going into the sun. We won't be slowing down all the night. You're still my favorite queen of the night. My friend, let's drive off again. Let's drive off again. You need a high throne where you can be adored. You'll get what you deserve. This town is no fun.
Oh, that was so good. That was really good, actually. Chips were good, fish was good. I think my fish was a little bit better than your fish.
It was.
I got the haddock, and that was really nice.
Is there any foods that you fancy having? before we go to Germany?
Yes.
What?
I fancy getting a proper curry. Like
Proper curry?
a proper Ruby Murray, yeah.
I'm actually with you on that. I think a proper curry before going over there, over the water, would needs to be done.
Yeah, I think so.
As full as I am right now,
Yeah,
yeah, good call.
yeah.
So not something else to add to the list.
Let's do it.
With only one day left to get a curry, we started making plans. It was so nice to spend one of our last evenings on Brighton Beach eating delicious food and watching the sunset, which always seems to be stunning on the south coast. We headed back to the van.
Well, that was amazing. To be able to sit on this beach for one last time and eat plant-based fish and chips, looking at that sunset behind us, with all the people out on the beach and the seagulls as well, which we're getting very, very close, is an absolute privilege. That's just a memory that I'm going to remember forever. And Brighton's like our spiritual home. So we always love it and love coming back to it, and we miss it if it wasn't in our lives anymore. But we are going to Europe very soon. We've just got all of tomorrow, and then the next morning we're catching the ferry across this water here. So we've got a lot that we want to do. Now Janine's added 2 more things to the list. One, she wants a banging curry before we go, which shouldn't be too hard to find. Number 2, she wants to go on a decent hike and get some exercise after all that food we've just eaten and the curry we're going to have tomorrow. So we are going to go on a hike, and in my opinion it's one of the best hikes in the whole country, and you'll see tomorrow, hopefully, if we can make it. We're going to try and do it at the crack of dawn. You'll see tomorrow why I say that, but right now we need to go and find a park up.
Saying goodbye to one of our favourite cities, we admired the sunset for one last time, then headed off.
Okay, so we're off. We are actually going to a park up that is really special to me and Liam. It's one that we went to for our very, very first wild camp ever in our previous van. And also when we got Morgan, it's the first time that we actually went wild camping in this particular spot in Morgan. So both our camper vans, it was our first. And I think it's apt that we go back there before we leave the country. So that's where we're heading to now. It's a beautiful spot, and I really, really can't wait to get there. Right, okay, so we're in the back of the van now. It is pitch black out there. Time is knocking on and it is raining. So I think we're gonna make some hot drinks, chill out for the evening. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you a little upgrade that we've got to our van interior that we've done to it, and it looks really good. So basically we decided to automise the van. And when I say automise, I mean make it autumny. So we put like these beautiful decorations up. They're like autumn leaves that we've lined alongside the kitchen. We've also got some little fairy lights that we put up in the bedroom area to make that little area nicely lit and a little bit cozy, which I think Liam's going to demonstrate now. Hey, there is our fairy lights to the bedroom. It looks a little bit bright, but it's nice and cozy. It is actually really cozy up there, and it lights up the bedroom area. And here are our autumn leaves. It's just beautiful. It's definitely disco lights up there. It's going a little bit nuts right now, but I really like it, and I really like these leaves as well. So yeah, that's a little upgrade that we've got in the van. Now, time to make some hot drinks.
The heavens opened, so we made some tea and chilled for the evening.
I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. And I never thought I'd feel this way, the way I feel about you. As soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love.
You ready to go for a hike?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Nothing less, love is the best. How can it be that we can say so much without words? Bless you and bless me. Bless the bees and the birds. I've got to be near you every night, every day. I couldn't be happy any other way. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best.
Okay, cool. What a great start to the day. That's one of mine and Liam's favourite ever hikes. It's so good. And to end it with a sausage roll and a coffee, that just topped it off. Really nice. But now we're off to go and get on with some important things. After a beautiful morning hiking the Seven Sisters in Cookmere, we headed off to Sainsbury's. Oh. Okay, cool. So Liam has gone to go and get some bits from Sainsbury's. I am in the van and I've got 10 minutes to have a shower. I know that we're in a Sainsbury's car park, but why not? So yeah, I really need a shower. We don't have much time today, so I'm grabbing the opportunity whilst it's there. Yeah, and I'm going to do it really quickly, but first I'm going to check the water to see how much water we've got, to know how much, because I know Liam wants one as well, so I know how much I can use. I'm going to use the little device that was put in by Urban Van Life, who did that on the previous video to this, and I'll show you how it works now. So you just press this button here and it's got 2 buttons. Actually no, it's 3, so it's almost full, which is excellent news. So it means I can have a bit of a longer shower and wash my hair. So yeah, just gonna do that and hopefully be done in 10 minutes time.
Well, I've been down so long that my mind can't get.
Okay, shower done just in time before Liam gets back, but we're going to move on now because we need to warm up the water again. So if we do a little bit of a drive, that should warm up the water enough for Liam to have a shower. So I'm going to go with wet hair, and then when he's having a shower I'm going to dry my hair. So let's go.
'Cause the devil's on my trail.
Okay, cool. That short drive from Sainsbury's to here is enough to warm the tank back up, because we've got a bubble water system which is very good and efficient like that. So I now should be able to have a warm shower using the last of the water that we've got in the tank, because Janine washed her hair, which is okay. I managed to sort out at least going for a banging curry tonight. So that's going to be this evening. We're going to go out with a couple of friends. Curry at probably Brighton's best curry house in our opinion, and it's a bit quirky, it's a bit awesome. Can't wait for that. That's going to be a really nice last evening in the Britain before going across the water. Also, before then, we've got to go back to where van life started for us. The very first day of van life started for us. We're going to go back there. We're going to go to our old home. That should be very interesting to return there. We're hoping that one of our neighbours is going to be able to fill us up with some water, because there's not actually that many places to get water around here. And yeah, a few niggly bits to get sorted before we go across on the ferry tomorrow morning. So let's get cracking.
I dried my hair whilst Liam had a shower. Then we went to our old residency to visit some friends. It was so nice to see everyone and look back on where van life officially started for us.
Lovely to see you both.
So nice to see you.
Oh,
It's always a pleasure coming back to see your friendly face.
oh, thank you.
This is where we used to live for 5 years. This is where we had the very last winter lockdown and decided to get a transit van and go off and do van life. And But this was really, if you think of a caravan as a van, which is what they are, this is a static one. This is where it all started for us. You know, before YouTube, you know, we have been searching for an alternative life for a very long time. Not just even before coming into a caravan. And this was the longest time that we've ever spent settled in one place before, Janine and I. We thought that this was it, you know, static caravan. Sea views, beautiful sea views here, really nice, lovely people around us, sort of a really nice free life, no council tax, there's a lot of freedoms with it, until we got a camper van and drove off to, I think the first place we went to was Glastonbury, and then that was when we sort of experienced a freedom that we'd never had before. So it was really the end of the caravan, the static caravan for us, but we've got very fond memories of living here, and we've got lots of really nice friends that are still up here, and very see that as a massive stepping stone towards us actually living in a mobile camper van. Are you okay?
Is that it? Is that all we're going to do?
Is that all we've got to do?
We've been saving this job because we've been like, right, we need to get it European-fied. We've been saving it for ages, thinking it was a really big deal. It's literally putting on a magnetic UK sticker. I can't believe we've made such a big deal out of it.
We finished talking to our friends before we had to say goodbye and continue our journey.
Oh my god, that was so nice to see those guys, and yeah, just catch up with them. It's been such a long time since we've seen them, but we had to leave quite quickly because we are so busy today. We are about to go to one of our favourite park-ups to park the van before our friends pick us up, and we head into Brighton town for one of the best curries in Brighton, and we both can't wait.
We headed off once again in the beautiful golden light of the south coast and parked up right on the beach.
Okay, we are in Seaford, literally the coolest park up. I actually really like it because we can open up our back door and climb straight out onto this wall. And we've done that a few times, had a cup of tea just out the front here, and it's so nice with this beautiful sea view as well. It's literally the most gorgeous place ever and the nicest beach. Yeah, so we are here and our friends are coming in like 10 minutes. So we need to get ourselves ready to go out for this curry. So that's what we're gonna do. You almost ready?
It's a nice spot, isn't it, hey? Look at that sun.
So good.
Gonna miss this.
I know.
One of the best ever park-ups, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And you can step out onto a wall.
I know, that's what I just said. It's really nice. But where are we going to be? We're going to be over that way.
Can I just double check something a second? Stand there a sec.
What?
Just seeing if you're the same colour as that beach hut, and you are. I can't see where you end and that beach hut begins.
I merge into the beach hut.
Your jacket is beautiful.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
I thought just in case I get lost.
No one's going to lose you now.
No.
Unless you're next door to that beach hut, and then...
So yeah, France is over that way, isn't it?
So we're going to be taking the ferry, yeah, over there, yeah.
From the local ferry port, which is
New Haven,
which is here, all the way over to France, which is in the distance over there. So that's where we're going tomorrow, straight along there on a ferry, and it's going to take us 4 hours to get there.
Taxi for day.
That's us.
What have you guys just driven back?
How are you, Vic?
Very well, thank you very much. How are you, sweetness? That's a very pink coat you've got.
I'm going bright today.
Did you just driven back now?
You're looking beautiful.
Did you? Oh, that's a good call.
Hello, love. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. It's like 1970s bubble gum. I love it. Did you see those fat round bubble gums you used to get that were circular?
No, it wasn't
individually
Hubbard,
wrapped. It's like those.
It is, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, and it's a really nice fit as well.
Really?
Really suits you.
Thank you. You're looking beautiful.
Oh, thanks, love.
I love that. Our curry house this evening is called Planet India and serves Gujarati Indian cuisine. The curries are amazing and the starters are to die for. We started with some bel puri, which are small, crisp, hollow crackers, which you fill with a selection of flavoursome fillings, then eat all in one before they fall apart. The food here is divine and it was so nice to enjoy our last night here in the UK with great company from our friends. We had such a fun evening and one we'll always remember. We finished the evening with drinks and laughs before getting an early night as we have an early start tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Britain, we are leaving. VanLife UK is over 100% this morning. What a way to end it on, hey?
I know.
Best park up ever. Just really is the best park up.
It's over. It's all over and we have new beginnings. How exciting.
Yeah. Just want to say to you,
Yeah.
congratulations on doing a full tour of Britain
Oh, thank you.
over the last year and a half. I know we've been doing it in 7 months in Morgan, but before that we've done it, and it was. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
had a really good time, yeah. It was pretty amazing.
Was it what you thought it would be?
I think so.
Would you do it again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would, yeah. I mean, the UK is just phenomenal. Actually, the UK is so much better than I originally thought it was.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Were
Whatever
you?
you're thinking in your head about van lifing in the UK, it's completely different and
Yeah.
so much better. Goes far above expectations. So the best thing to do is don't expect anything and go out and have a good time. And it's not too difficult as well. If we can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do it. And I wonder if we can do van life in Europe.
Who knows? It's a bit scary, but
Only time will tell as we look across the channel right now. Only time will tell. There is no going back. Are you nervous?
I am a little bit, yeah. I'm nervous taking Morgan over there. I'm not nervous to go to a different country, but to take Morgan to a different country, yeah.
Me too. I am. In all honesty, I am. I really am. But a few nerves. The start of an adventure. This is what happens. This is what adventures are all about. And yeah, let's go and do it, hey?
Let's do it. Mwah.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tonight we shall go in. Will you follow me down, down, down? It's the crime of the century. We fight for the reason honoring everyone we left behind. Till the light is brought back to every kind. Give me everything you got. Let's leave this world behind. Close your eyes and find the light. You got nothing left to lose tonight. In the end, we'll see a change. Only love lasts, only love. In the night we shall go in. Will you follow me down, 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 down? It's the crime of the century. We fight for the reason honoring everyone we left behind. Till the light is brought back to every kind. Give me everything you got. Let's leave this world behind. When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.
let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for.